So today we're talking about the life cycle of a frog. So a frog starts off as an egg. Now, first his mommy lays eggs in water. They live inside ponds. Ponds are where the water is fresh. There's no salt in it. So ponds are usually surrounded by trees, and in there they have lily pads that float on top. And as the egg gets bigger and it grows, out pops a tadpole. Now, a tadpole, he has a big head and then he has a long tail. As he grows bigger, he starts to get little feet in the back, little feet. Those help him swim. As he's swimming, his tail's going back and forth, back and forth. Then soon, he starts to grow feet in the front. So now he's 4 feet and a tail. He's starting to get a little bit longer and a little bit thicker. Then, eventually, his tail starts to get a little bit smaller, and he starts to look like the frog that we know. And soon, his tail is gone forever. Now he's just a hopping frog. So, frogs they fall into a special thing called an amphibian. Let me see if I can find the definition for you guys. Where is it? Amphibians are animals that live on both land and water. So he's born inside the water, and then he can live on the land. They're cold-blooded, and they have mostly smooth skin and no hair and no fur. Amphibians are usually born in the water, breathing with gills, but then they change into air-breathing adults. Frogs, toads, and salamanders are amphibians. So what's the frog born as? He's born in the water in an egg, and he's born as a tadpole. And then as he gets bigger, he is a frog. So the frog can also jump back in the water, and he has gills in his neck that help him breathe through the water, and he also has lungs that help him breathe in and out. Can we breathe in the water? No, we only have lungs. So when we breathe in the water, blah, 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 all the water gets stuck in our lungs. We can't breathe in and breathe out. We're mammals. We're warm-blooded. Frogs are cold-blooded, which means they're always cold, and their skin is very slippery. And they have no fur. Do we have fur? We kind of have fur. We have hair. We have fur on our eyebrows, fur on our head, we have fur on our arms sometimes. So we are not amphibians. We are mammals. Frogs, toads, and salamanders, which we're not going to look at salamanders. We are going to talk about frogs and toads. They are amphibians. They're born in the water and they move to the earth. So I have a little poem for us to go over. Right? It's a really cool poem. I'm going to read it to you guys. Ready? 5 little tadpoles swimming in the shore. One said, "Let's swim some more." The second one said, "Let's rest a while." The third one said, "Swimming makes me smile." The fourth one said, "My legs are growing long." The fifth one said, "I'm getting very strong." The little tadpoles will soon be frogs. They'll jump in the water and sit on logs. Now, who knows the song about the 5 frogs that sit on a log and jump in the water? I want to sing it, but my voice isn't so great. So maybe you guys can sing it with me at home, okay? Right, so let's get our 5 frogs on our log. So, 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 4 green speckled frogs. What does the frog say? Ribbit, ribbit. So, 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's 3 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 2 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 1 green and speckled. Oh, sorry, no, there's still 2. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 1 green speckled frog. Ribbit, ribbit. Misses his friends. What do you think he's going to do? He's going to jump in the water. 1 green and speckled frog sat on the speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. He jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there's no green speckled frogs. They're all sleeping. The end. So that was a really great poem with a cool song to go with it. We're going to go over some keywords about frogs and their life cycle. So we have eggs, tadpoles, froglets. See how the tadpole and the froglet kind of look the same? Then what do they like to do? Hold on, it's paper. they turn into frogs. And look, they're all mixed up. We would have to put them in order, right? I thought they were in order, but they're not. So let's put them in order, okay? So first he starts off as an egg, then he becomes a tadpole. Then he becomes a tadpole with legs. Then he becomes where is it? Then he becomes a froglet, and he becomes a bigger froglet, then he becomes a frog. So that's where it goes. Eggs, tadpoles, froglet, frog. All right, you know where they live? They live on lily pads. There's a lily pad, and there's a flower, and here's a fly. They like to eat flies, right? Yum, yum, yum. And sometimes you see cattails. Those are the type of flowers that grow around the ponds where they live, where there's all lily pads. So tomorrow, we're going to be talking about this famous guy named Claude Monet. He was an artist, and he would paint this thing called water lilies. He painted a whole series, which is a whole collection of paintings. He did it for 25 years of different ponds that had different types of lily pads in them. So tomorrow we're going to take a look at them. I put them all on our Padlet so you guys can look through them and pick out 5 of your favorite, 5 of the lily pad paintings that you like, and then we can talk about them when you guys come back to school. I have them all printed out, and we're going to look at them. I'm going to hang them on the wall. All right, friends, hope you enjoy the frogs. I'll talk to you soon.